So I signed up for PP, otherwise known as Paramount Plus, because I wanted to watch the new Paranormal Activity. I was about to say the Paramount Activity movie, the Paranormal Activity movie, and because I'm a sucker for found footage movies, and yeah, I got sucked in again on that one. But I was going to sign up eventually anyway because of Beavis and Butthead, and then there's I was looking around on it. There's all this other stuff, and then the South Park special coming soon here on there, and all that, and then of course, well, Star Trek was supposed to be the big property, and it could have been in the right hands. But it's not in the right hands. It won't be for a long time, apparently. So it was there. So I took a peek at STD's latest episode for its fourth season. I don't know why it gets a fourth season. There's nothing to it. Nothing has changed. It's still crap. And the entire cast are all suffering from deep-rooted psychosis and are constantly in need of emotional validation. So, and they're all segregated according to race and sexuality and all that. So anyway, that's all there. I had thought I didn't keep up with casting and whatnot, so I had thought Doug Jones was done with the series. He's the only one who is the only good performer on the show. A couple of people try here and there, but he was the best. But he went off with the crying alien that every time it cried, the dilithium crystals burned up and all that crap. But no, he's still in the show. They sort of recap where everybody is and all that sort of stuff. Well, not everybody, mostly. Burnham and her boyfriend, and Saru, Doug Jones' character. So he's missing them. So of course he'll be back. So he's still a regular and all that, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. It's too bad because Doug Jones is wasted on this crap. But it's a paycheck. I get whatever. So. It starts off where they rip off a scene from the J.J. Abrams movies. I think at the beginning of Into Darkness, where it's a little different. I mean, they get found out by the alien tribe and stuff, and they're chased, and they have to jump off a cliff. Well, here they meet these butterfly people to try to get them back into the Federation, and it doesn't go well, and they end up running, and they have to jump off a cliff. Well, it's okay because they throw in a line for Burnham to say, why does there always have to be a cliff? Get it? Tee-hee. And so that's what they do. There's a stupid solution involving the butterfly people can't fix their satellites or some shit, and so Burnham and her crew do to help them aim better while they're firing their weapons at Burnham and her boyfriend. And but don't worry, they're going to understand that she's helping them out by putting herself and her boyfriend at risk. And, of course, it pays off. Isn't that great? So butterfly people are all happy and impressed with Burnham because everyone is, because she's the greatest thing in the history of the universe. And if you don't agree with that, oh, boy, you get the look. And the president of the Federation, some broad with weird designs on her forehead, that shows she's an alien, I guess, kind of questions Burnham's motives and her command style and whatnot. And so Burnham gives her that psychotic look, Oh, boy. Yeah. So that's, I guess, the core of this season is between those two, perhaps. And this mysterious force that's causing destruction. Another one. Yes, that's right. Because the rest of it, nothing happens in this episode. They deal with the butterfly people. Then Burnham's boyfriend has to go do this ritual for his nephew, which is interesting because it's kind of like this idea, this ritualistic ceremonial deal acknowledging he's becoming a man. Yeah, and I said, "Oh wow, they're actually doing something for he and his brother, and the brother's the father of this boy, and they're teaching him some stuff about their culture and all that." So, oh well, that's kind of a positive. Well, then the whole planet gets destroyed. So Bookman, Burnham's boyfriend, has nowhere else to go. So I guess they'll finally get him to be actually in Starfleet and give him a uniform and everything. But basically, he's, Burnham's concubine. So they got that going for him. But it's some weird warp thing destroys his home planet. I don't know. Some space god flushed and it went the wrong way or something. Anywho, the other thing is the space station is in trouble, so they got to go rescue it. Okay, all right. So they go over there, and there's just contrived nonsense for conflict that makes no sense, really. I don't know, because I was getting bored at this point. Maybe they did explain why they couldn't just beam everybody onto the Discovery and leave, but they didn't. And Tilly had to do something. And then Burnham had to put on another Iron Man suit. It's not the one that travels through time and stuff, but it's an Iron Man suit. And she's, doing superheroics and stuff out in space. And that's about it. The captain of the space station, after everything he's gone through with, he's calling out for help and stuff, and they're in a lot of trouble, and the space station's out of control and all that. And then suddenly, at the last minute, he panics and freaks out and pulls a phaser on Tilly. And, she's got to talk him down. The president talks him down. I guess Burnham does too, but, because he's a stupid man, and he needs to be reined in. So he ends up listening to them on how to, rescue the crew and everything. So they rescue most of the crew. Some of them are, suffer some injury and stuff. But the captain dies. He gets flattened by debris from a shuttle and stuff. So, well, I guess he wasn't completely wrong, was he? And that's it. And then at the end is when you find out that Bookman, his planet is destroyed. So since his brother and nephew were on it, I'm assuming they're dead too. So, that's that. The rest of it, a lot of footage of nebulas and stuff. And, it looks nice and stuff, but doesn't really go anywhere. And Burnham, if you're not kissing her ass, you see, she gives you that psycho face. She has only a few faces. She's crying all the time. She's smiling. Occasionally she'll they tried to get her to do a frown here because it was supposed to be funny. The humor doesn't work at all. It is so flat and blatant. And then there's the psycho look. And that's when you know you're in trouble. Because the minute you're not kissing her ass, she loses it. But, give her command of a super powerful starship. So they're going to try to make more of these spore drives off of this ancient starship from nearly 1,000 years in the past. That's better than any other ship that they have at that point in time, where they just sat around and waited for Burnham to show up to fix their problem. Yeah, well, anyway, so that's the future of Star Trek, see? And they're trying to they're basically just damn near breaking the fourth wall to tell you that Burnham is the new Captain Kirk because she doesn't follow the rules and she doesn't believe in the no-win situation. That's why she takes such huge risks, and she's going to save everybody, even though she hasn't done that in the entirety of her character's run here. So, but, you must constantly kiss her ass because she cannot deal with the reality of failure and loss. No, because she's crazy. So anyway, you didn't miss anything. I don't know. Maybe I'll see the other one if I think of it. But, yeah, it's still just STD. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness, so many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.